Hey guys, welcome to another episode of our Foodie Fantasy podcast. This is the big one. I'll call it the former big one. It's no more a big one. It's a mid-table clash between
Right.
Man United and Arsenal. Two
We're top
mid-table teams.
four. We're top four. Thank you
Hey,
very
Yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah,
hey,
whatever.
hey. Nobody pays attention to league until after 10 games. So it's
Okay.
a mid
Exactly.
it's a
Thank you, my
mid-table
brother.
it's a mid-table clash between two mid-table
Exactly.
teams trying to punch above their weight.
We are top four till next week when we drag them down to seventh.
EeJay is here as always. We have a new person featuring Mr. Jola, United fan. So this is going to be interesting. We're going to go over three things. Manchester Arsenal combined 11 from the unbeaten era, unbeaten without any European trophy. Who cares? But unbeaten era, like they like to hold on to their golden trophy, which is the era is 2000 2006. We do a combined 11. We would compare Pepe, Nicolas Pepe, or Daniel James, who's going to have a bigger impact. Um, and we'll just do prediction, quick preview, and some score predictions. We'll start with Joa. Can you give me your combined 11, Man U Arsenal? Since we are the one hosting, you guys are coming to Old Trafford, so yes, we start. We start first. Joa, give me your combined
um.
11.
Okay, so this is actually one of these things that I kind of get sick of talking about because I feel like us Arsenal and United fans we're both like stuck in this glory days history. We always go back to these good old days, whereas our teams in real life right now are complete shit, really. So, but anyway, since that's the call of the question, I will answer it.
Cool, cool.
So I'm picking from
What's
the.
your finish on first?
It has to be a 4-4-2
Okay, good.
because I want to go with two strikers because I mean there were some wonderful strikers back then, and I can't leave any of them out.
Correct.
And I mean, as I'm just gonna say it right now, the front two, Thierry Henry and Van Nistelrooy. Period.
Okay,
Those two,
okay.
right?
Agreed.
Um,
Absolutely.
so goalkeeper, I think back then we Van der Sar didn't show up at Man United until after that era, right? So we
Correct.
didn't have
That's correct.
um. So I'm gonna go with Lehman, Jens
Okay.
Lehman.
Okay.
He was solid. He was pretty good. Right back, Gary all day.
Yep.
Um, left back then. Evra wasn't polished back then. He was still new. He wasn't. He
No,
wasn't doing good.
it wasn't
So
even there. It
he
wasn't even
wasn't even
there.
there yet.
It
Okay.
came in. It
Okay.
came in '06.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Ashley Cole. Um, now center back. I want to pick Rio, but I think he didn't. Rio didn't like come into. He didn't grow into that defensive, role
Okay.
until like maybe like '07, I want to say. But I'm still gonna pick him because on that Arsenal team, who else? Maybe Sol Campbell, right? So Sol Campbell, yeah, I'll put Sol Campbell in Rio
Okay.
in my center back. Now midfield, Scholes goes right in. I
Absolutely.
think, but I want to pick only one midfielder that sits in front of the back four, and between Vieira and Roy Keane, jeez. I'm trying to not let my current feelings for Roy Keane interfere with my judgment.
No, no. People
But
should separate the player from
yeah, yeah,
the
let's
person.
let's separate the player from the person. Um, I'm gonna pick Roy Keane over
Okay.
Vieira.
Okay.
I mean, I just think, what are you wowing about? It's, what are you
the,
worrying
the
about?
funny thing is, she was a Manchester United fan there. So let's just make it open. People like us that know the secrets. She was a Manchester United fan then. So okay, let's go ahead.
Woo! Keep going. Keep going.
um, okay, so Scholes, Keane. I'm gonna put Giggsy, and hmm, just for pace, I'm gonna put Ronaldo on the right. Just for
Was he
pace.
even there?
He
Was he
It
was.
was
there?
there. It was there.
Ronaldo
It's
showed up
there.
in oh.
Ah,
Ronaldo showed up when oh what?
Oh,
Oh
three.
three. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
three. And
yeah.
it was,
And
he
at that
was
time was already destroying y'all folks. So don't. Nah. He was already destroying people. Now he wasn't the Ronaldo of 08, 09, but
Right.
he was still tearing people up.
Okay.
Okay.
And in front to Van Nistelrooy and Henri.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Good. Good. EJ.
That's the
since
most
you
biased.
since YouTube has helped you and Google, can you tell us your Google lineup? Because
This
we both
bias.
know
He was a United
you're
fan back
you're a
then.
Man United fan. So just tell us the team you used to support back then.
Can you hear me?
I
Yeah,
can clearly.
we hear
Okay,
you.
I was like kept talking over me. I wasn't sure. All
Okay,
right.
sorry.
So I'm here. There's a lot of bias in that team. I'm not even gonna confront it because I feel like, hold on, don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. You're a Man United fan. You're allowed to have
Let me
your
adjust my
top
sitting
11.
position.
So let's do this.
Okay.
I'll admit I didn't like this question at all. When I first heard it, I told I was like, what kind of question is this? Everybody knows I didn't start watching football, club football, till 2008. So before then, the truth is I did watch football. I was more watching international games. So I knew these players. And he's right. I was a United fan. So I thought about it. I was like, why? Of course, I had favorites in that team. And I had favorites from that era. So it became an easy question after that. And you're right.
Okay.
This 2001, 2006, that era, of course, the Invincibles were the best team in the Premier League, best team in the Premier League history, Premier League era. So I'm going to start with that base.
Okay.
It's going to be majority my players, and then we'll insert some of my favorites from United. So I'm going with a 4-3-3.
Okay.
Lemon in goal. Then I have Campbell in the middle with Toure. And then I'll have Lauren on the left.
Yeah, Kolo Toure.
I said what I said.
Kolo Toure.
I said what I said.
I wanted to hear it very well, Nia. Sorry.
Kolo
Toure. Okay, go ahead.
I have Lauren on the left, and I'll have Cole on the right. So I'm going with the back four from my invisible team. I want an invisible back four, you know.
Okay.
And then in the middle, I'll have Vieira, because I don't know how you have a team. I don't care what you do. You put Vieira in your team in some way, shape, or form. 2001,
in a netball team, yeah. In a netball team, yeah.
Hey, anyway, it's okay. It's all right. I have Vieira in the middle. I'll go with Perez on the left. And my guy, David Beckham, my guy. The reason why I even looked at United for as long as I did, David Beckham goes in that team. And the front three, I have the king, best Premier League player ever, Thierry Henry in the middle, Bergkamp on the left, and Ruud van Nistelrooy. The second reason why I stayed with United for as long as I did. So that's my team, 4-3-3. Okay. I think my team will kill your team for putting Ronaldo from 2003.
You know the same Ronaldo that killed Ashley Cole for years.
Whatever.
Good shout. Some bias, yours is super biased, EeJay, for sure.
Like
EeJay,
I mean,
Jola
biased.
is biased.
Mine-
Biased.
I'm biased because you put me in this predicament. You want me to give a top team of people that I didn't really watch. I had to go with.
So let me run through my own so we can jump to the next question. I'll just run through my own. I have Lehman for sure. Gary on the right. I have Rio just because, and I'll say why I pick Rio. Rio was the major reason why we won the title in 2003, which is that era. And when it was banned due to those allegedly weed missed the drug test failure, we tanked the following season. So Rio for sure enters there. It's Rio and Campbell. Ashley Cole on the left. In the middle, I'm doing a 4-4-2. I'll put Vieira. I put Vieira out of Keane because the only reason is this was 2003-4 was when Keane was kind of gradually on decline. That was the end of Keane. If this was a 2010-2000, there's no way Vieira goes. Vieira doesn't smell Keane any way of shape or form. Keane his leadership was way better, but at this time, Vieira was at his peak and Keane was gradually on decline. He was more of a destroyer at that point. So he still gets a major shout. That's why I'm going on this tangent. So Vieira and Scholes, obviously Giggs, one of the greatest Premiership players of the EPL. Giggs on my left. On the right, Beckham gets a good shout. Ronaldo gets a shout, but Ronaldo was a kid then. He used to do some things. Ronaldo fully came to his own after this era, 2006. That's when Ronaldo came. So I put Perez there because Perez would have been on the left, but because I have to put Mr. Giggs, you have to call him Mr. Giggs. So EeJay, next time you
Sir.
come, say Mr.
Sir.
Mr. Giggs
Sir.
or Sir Giggs.
Sir. Yeah.
Giggs.
Did I say
Giggs.
his name?
I'm just saying,
Just
next time, just in case you run into it in the future, just add a Mr. Giggs.
Okay.
Or Sir Giggs.
Sir.
So Sir Giggs on the left.
Is he? I'm sorry. Is he titled? Does he have a sir?
No,
I actually believe it's United.
We're United, by United fans.
And if he hasn't, now he has.
Yes, exactly. This happened right now on this podcast, guys. On this day, 9:22, 12:46 Central Time.
Exactly.
Giggs has been knighted by the Foodie Fantasy Podcast. like this post if you see this. If you agree that Giggs should be knighted. On the right, Perez for sure. Perez was great. Then the fourth two, I agree with you, Henry and Rude. That name, all the time he destroyed last night. Remember that name, Rude, when he's reverberating. So, but shout out to Keane, Beckham, and Beckham. If there was space, any of those three guys would have gone in.
And we'll put him on the bench.
Yes, they can be on the bench to come in because those were the end of Beckham's area, Keane, in my opinion. They were already kind of on the decline. So EeJay, let's stay in EeJay. Pepe or James? Who's going to have a bigger impact? Because Pepe, just to be clear, that man has had just 30% of his shots, or 25% of shots on target. So go ahead. Tell me about that.
How much again?
30% of the shots on target.
No. How much was the price tag?
Oh yeah, that's true. How much? EeJay, can you tell us?
Please.
Open the account. You guys know more than me.
Open the accounting.
Please. You know more than me. Tell us. You tell me.
No, tell me. It's your player.
I don't know.
I don't
Have
know.
we finished paying for him? I don't know. All right.
Y'all got that man on layaway.
EBT cards.
At the end of the day, though, it's all money. You'll be paid. I think if I understand your question right, you're saying who's going to have a better impact on their team compared to each other, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Who have a better season? It could be who have a better season.
Okay, who has a better season? A different question than
who will have.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Now, because my answer was different, now it's going to change.
Okay.
I think so those two guys, I think it's a good comparison. Those two guys, you have them coming from teams that they did really well on before they came to their respective teams. And James hit the ground running. That's all I can say. Like, he looks good. He's my kind of player as far as like someone that has pace and someone that has an eye for goal. That he reminds me of another Welsh player. I won't mention his name, but like usually when they see the goal, they try to shoot. And you said it, not me.
I know.
That's my kind of player, you know. So I like him a lot. Pepe, on the other hand, I mean, he got a penalty today, so that's good for breaking him in. But he's been kind of, he's not hit the ground running. He just hasn't. Now, who's going to have the better season? Who should have the better season? Pepe should. And I think he will. I think he can. Because all he needs to do is, I think what we're missing is that the fact that he can dribble a lot, like he has the skills, he has everything, right? I don't think he's a fraud, and people are already starting to call him a fraud. I don't think so. I just think that there's a dam waiting to be broken. And once it gets broken, he's just going to score goals. That's what we're going to see. So James, on the other hand, we're seeing him in the team that's a little bit like, especially today, you can see that players are just falling left and right. You don't have Martial, you don't have Pogba, you don't have the other guy just got injured today, Rashford. So now I feel like there's going to be a lot more pressure on him going forward for this foreseeable next few games. So I think he's either going to rise or fall to the occasion. I don't know what's going to happen, but I just think we're in a better position as far as attacking talent goes, and the need for us to score because our coach isn't doing well with protecting our back four. We're going to need to outscore our opponents. I think he has a better chance to shine in our team than James does. I think overall, I think at the end of the day, we're going to be more happy with Pepe than you guys would be with James.
Okay, so we're expecting 20 goals?
Maybe not 20. I don't know. It depends.
35?
It depends. It depends on how our coach uses him, and in other competitions and things like that. I don't want to turn this into a different discussion.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need to touch the discussion. Okay. So EeJay said it's 15 goals, 15 assists, right?
No, are you asking me for numbers? Like how?
Yeah, prediction.
Okay. No, you have to be clear at the beginning of the question. What do you want? Yeah,
no. I'm just chipping this in. This is off the cuff.
Okay.
This is a conversation.
I think. Okay. So in the past, I think last season he had up to 50 total combination of goals and in his old league. I think if he gives us, he's already given us a couple of assists. So I think 15-15 is fair.
Okay.
Why not? Why not?
No problem.
Wait, 15 goals and 15 assists?
15 combined 30 altogether. And this is in
okay.
all competitions.
Okay. Jola, tell us about James. Who do you think have a better impact?
Okay, so first I'm gonna say I don't think Pepe is a fraud. He's not a fraud at all. I just think Pepe has come into a team that already has some talent.
Yeah.
Now compare that with James. James has come into a team that has there's no depth on that wing. We don't have anybody good on the wings. Rashford is not that person because we've seen the guy has not been in good form since I believe March.
Yeah.
And in the game we played, was it against Leicester or the one before that? I mean, this boy kept putting crosses in. I have never seen a game where Manchester United put that many accurate crosses in one game, but there was nobody to finish. So sure, James is coming into a team, and he's shining in that team, but that's only because ain't nobody else. There's nobody else to to kind of compete with him. Pepe, it's kind of different, and so the question was who will have the greater impact on their team. And the word impact kind of makes me think that the team will have some kind of identifiable result at the end of the season, whether it's top four or winning Europa League or whatever. If that is the unit of measurement, then I think it's Pepe. Okay. Because I don't see the United team entering the top four. Heck, I don't even see us finishing in the top six, to be honest. And there's no way we're winning the Europa League. So no matter how good James does this season, I can't come at the end of the season and say he had a better impact than Pepe if Arsenal went ahead and won the Europa League or they finished number 3 or number 4.
Okay.
And that's the sole basis of my answer. However, one for one, who has been playing better this season? Man, James has been wiping the floor with people's asses this season. And yeah. I mean, he's 21 years old, 15 million pound from Swansea, right?
Yep.
Dude is killing it. Yes. I think he's been the best player on that team.
Yeah.
Aside from Wan-Bissaka.
I agree.
Aside from one, he's been the best player hands down. And it kind of goes to show how much depth we lack in that team if little kids are leading the team in performances.
Yeah. I agree. No argument there. I think Pepe is a good player. I mean, he's gonna adapt to the league. I think the main advantage that James has over Pepe is James has played in English football, right? He came from Championship, the speed, the tenacity. Pepe has to get you. So he's coming from French league. Some people call it pub league sometimes. Who knows? But I think he's gonna adjust to it.
Farmers
league. Yeah.
It's so rude. That's so rude. I'm sorry.
Okay. Who can make us? Who can make us?
I don't know. But they're playing football.
Another name is they call it Uber Eats League. Because they're sponsored by Uber Eats.
That's sad.
But anyways, he has done well in Uber Eats League, and so far he's struggling. But I think it will come good eventually, just because especially when Lacazette comes back, when they're more stable. I think it will come good later in the season. So stay with you.
And also, whenever Emery gets his tactics right, because let's be honest, that's also contributing to why some players might be underperforming.
Absolutely.
That man's tactics, I don't know.
Absolutely. So stay with you. Give you a quick Jola, stay with you, Jola. Give me a quick 30-second preview of how the game is going to go next week Monday, I think. Our prediction.
Okay, next week Monday. So I'm going to be watching this from my desk at work. Okay, so we're at Old Trafford. We probably will not. I can't do this in 30 seconds, bro. So, but we probably will not. I don't know if we'll have Marshall back. I don't know if we'll have Pogba back. But regardless of the case, I know we're not getting beat at Old Trafford. It's not going to happen. They will score, but we will score as well. And I think we'll finish as a draw.
Okay.
Depending on how many players we have available. So I see us finishing a 1-1 or a 2-2.
Okay. So it's fair enough. EeJay?
I see a draw as well. I see a 2-2 draw. And I mean, usually I like to say that, we don't go to you guys and beat. I don't remember the last time we've gone to Old Trafford and beat you guys. Last time we played you guys at home, at your guys, at Old
06, I
Trafford.
think.
I think it was 08.
Oh, yeah, no, 06. Okay,
But
wait, that's true. Wait.
it was a Ramsey 1-0 goal to Ramsey. Anyway, but like every
Who won the league? Who won the league, though?
I think
I know, right?
I think I was even Was it Carling? No, we also beat you in. Okay, we beat you in Carling FA Cup. But that's different.
Thank you for these 3 lessons.
But what I was getting at before you started naming dates was last season when we were pretty much on the front foot in that match. Before you guys, I think Rashford almost killed Holden and has kept him out of contention for the last almost 1 full year. I gotta look at the replay because I'm not forgiving Rashford. That's why I ship it for him. Listen, I'm spoke for him. That's why I do nonsense for you guys.
Oh, so that's why. Okay.
Yes, but
guess what? He will score against y'all though.
Oh, is he injured? Exactly.
He's injured. Oh man.
But I think we have a chance. We have a chance to do well against you guys. I just know it won't happen because the way our coach is set up, the way he's overthinking things and tinkering with the whole team, he's not going to do what I need him to do, which is play Torreira. He can do his diamond 4-4-2, play Torreira at the base, play Ozil at the top, and go with. I think Laka is still injured. Go with Pepe and go with Abad up top, and put whoever he needs as back four. He won't do that. Because he won't do that, we will draw. If he did that, we would win. That's my final say on that.
Okay. So those are the conditions. All right, no problem. I think Pogba and Martial might be back. I think they'll be back. And I think we'll draw regardless. If they come back, and they come back to, and again, these are too many caveats. Second caveat is the manager. If he picks the right players, right?
Yeah.
If he goes for it and be brave and plays Fred in that midfield instead of Matic and drops Mata and push Pogba to the 10 and let him play creative and we attack, I think we can actually win that game just because of the fact that mentality of, oh, we're down, Arsenal is going to come with their swagger, thinking that, oh, Manchester United is down, let's go for them, and they'll get surprised. But
we won't think that.
But I know the manager will not do that. He's going to be conservative, so I think it's a draw. I think it's going to be a 1-1 or 2-2 draw. So
you think you think he'll be conservative at home?
Yeah, he will.
Ooh.
Because of the injuries, especially
because of the injuries. And he will play Matic. I don't know what he loves about Matic. He will play Matic.
Yeah. So that's what I think. So it'll be a draw. Whatever. Like I said, 2 mid-table teams punching above their weights. It's gonna be a boring draw, not exciting.
Not even an exciting one, right?
It's an exciting game, trust me. Because both managers are going to tinker and overthink and try to change things around. So it's gonna be boring.
And so between now and then, we'll have what? I mean, would have played 3 games between now and then?
No, just 1 game actually, just 1 game. Carling Cup game.
No Europa League between now and then?
No. This is 2 weeks.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So just 1 more game, Carling Cup in the midweek. They'll play the youth for that one. So let's stay with EeJay. Score predictions for other games. Sheffield, Liverpool. Just a score prediction.
Oh, Sheffield, Liverpool. Who's at home?
Sheffield.
Okay, 1-3.
Jola. Sheffield.
Yeah, Sheffield is getting battered. I say 3-0 Liverpool.
Okay, Chelsea, Brighton. Jola.
Chelsea, Brighton. You know what? I see Brighton making a point. 1-1.
Okay, 1-1.
Yeah.
EeJay.
2-1.
Okay. Spurs, Southampton. Spurs home. EeJay.
1-2.
Spurs lose at home to Southampton.
Spurs loses.
Yeah, Jola. That's your Arsenal heart.
Yeah.
Always. I'll never predict that they'll win. I'm just kidding. I think they will lose this match.
Yeah, I know. I see Spurs winning this game. Even though they lost to Leicester, they shouldn't have really. That second goal should have stood in my book. Even though I'm happy they lost, but that goal still should have stood. But I see them winning this one, maybe like 2-0.
So stay with you. Everton, City. Final prediction.
Everton's, man. City will destroy them. City will destroy them. That's 3-0.
3-0. Okay.
3-0 Manchester City.
EeJay.
I'll go with 4-0. I think Everton hasn't scored anything, and they've not done anything important this year. So 0-4.
Nah.
My prediction: Sheffield, Liverpool. I think it was scrappy 2-1 win for Liverpool. Chelsea will beat Brighton. I think they'll beat Brighton like 2-0. Brighton, the attack looks rubbish. Spurs, Southampton. I think Spurs wins this easily 3-0. Everton, Man City. I think a 3-1 win for Man City away at Everton. This has been fun, I think. It was a good mid-table discussion.
I don't know why we keep saying this, but I'll let it slide.
I think you should just accept the fact that we're all mid-table. Come and join us. Come and join us on the mid-table.
Look, as I want to say this, by the way, before we go, Emery out, but still,
Already?
but still, already. Don't worry, Emery out. I've seen enough. And I feel like between me and I, we said it. I said it behind closed doors. I said it last season behind closed doors, and so I'm coming out public.
You said it last season?
Oh, absolutely. I said it last season. Absolutely.
Okay, what is it about him though?
So EeJay, guys, this is EeJay's coming out party. She's finally come out from the closet, saying Emery out. So
Can you please tell us why? And as a follow-up, who would you like to see replace him?
I don't know. I don't care.